is trying to get their water, which is a limited resource here. So
precisely in the place that we are right now, 3 months ago, there was a bomb that was dropped and over 50 people died in this same place. Today we will visit the Democratic Republic of Congo, a country suffering due to civil war. Over 6 million people have been displaced from their homes and have been forced now to live in huge displacement camps. We were able to visit one of these displacement camps with over 1 million people. And we got there thanks to the help of Focus Congo, an NGO that works with the displaced.
The situation is really concerning in North Kivu in general, a situation in which you have more than 1 million people that have been displaced over the last several months.
They've been sick in the camps for who knows how long, and by the time they get here, they're right on the edge.
We were told that cases of sexual violence had more than doubled, tripled, sometimes quadrupled in some of these centers.
Natuonyesha hii sehemu hapa ndiko waliweza kuanza kuzipotea.
The civil war in Congo is one of the deadliest conflicts there's been since the Second World War. This conflict has already caused over 6 million deaths, and also there is a lot of people, millions of people that have been displaced from their homes. These are 3 key facts to know about Congo. Number 1, according to the Human Rights Watch, currently there are over 120 armed groups that operate in Congo. Number 2, only in 2023, according to ACNUR, 6 million people were displaced from their homes. This is the highest number of displaced in all of Africa. Number 3, Congo holds 60% of the whole world's reserves of cobalt, one of the most mined minerals for making batteries.
There was a full-scale war in Ituri province in 1999 between ethnic Lendu and Hema groups. It ended in 2003, with tens of thousands dead on both sides. Now, a new conflict that started in 2017 is escalating. Few aid workers or journalists have been allowed into rebel territory.
Crimes of conscripting and enlisting children under the age of 15. There are very credible reports of support for armed groups by all sides, including the FDLR, by Congolese forces, and M23 by Rwandans. And our position is clear. But whoever it's by, whoever it's to, that support needs to cease for any armed group.
There's been a feeling in Kigali that Rwanda has the right to determine what goes on in Eastern Congo, and it has the right to help itself to the minerals there. It has the right to be a key player strategically, commercially, politically.
In this country, the security situation suffer like a degradation. MONUSCO is one of the biggest and one of the most important peace operations in the world. MONUSCO are here for more than 20 years.
The crisis and the civil war in Congo is not just a tragedy, it is also a proof of human resilience. People in the displacement camps are fighting to survive. We are now in the biggest displacement camp there is in Goma. Around 3 million people that have lost their homes are currently living here. And precisely in the place that we are right now, 3 months ago, there was a bomb that was dropped and over 50 people died in this same place. So it is a very special place for the people who habit the displacement camp. Jimmy, I cannot even imagine how it was.
It was in the morning.
In the morning? At what time more or less?
10 a.m.
So people were like having breakfast, getting ready. Right back here we have one place where people go for looking for water. So like the camp was, everybody was awake, everybody, and all of a sudden...
If I can remember, I took a photo here of someone who was cooking potatoes and he died cooking potatoes for his children. I can imagine.
When we talk about what is going on here and the difficulties that people have to deal with every day, we also talk about this. 3 months ago, 50 people in this same place died to the hands of the rebels.
I can imagine if we came before the bomb.
So you arrived here like few minutes after it happened?
It was like 20 minutes after, and there was blood and body parts outside, and the kids were there crying. And
It must have been really harsh.
definitely.
So what were people saying at the moment? What was the first reaction of the rest of the camp?
Everybody was crying, and it was very, very painful to see that happen right here in the camps. Imagine 30 people dying in the morning.
Thank you so much, Jimmy, for telling us this.
Thank you.
So, Jimmy, you were just telling me this is the place where they stored the water, the potable water, and the day that the bomb was dropped, what happened with this?
This place was full of blood, and there was some parts of the body right here.
Yeah.
I can remember, I have some pictures of here in the body there.
Salut, merci, hello. Je suis Tomi, je m'appelle Tomi. Elise, your daughter has a scar from the bomb. So you were very close to the bomb. Her house is right next to where the bomb was dropped.
Yes. So she was just outside when the bomb was dropped. Then maybe some
shrapnel
comes to her.
How could she explain to people that are from other countries what happened that day, what is happening here, how she feels every day when she wakes up?
Saying that all they can ask is just, first of all, it's a peace, because the place they were live was better than here, because where they come from, everyone has some business to survive, but here they can't do it, because it's the only place they give them to stay till the war will be over. So they were at their place, so they were running away from the bomb, because even there they were dropping some bomb. So when they came here, it's still the same situation. So that's why they're asking for the peace for her, especially. She can't go far from those kids, because that little one, since she get since those bombs were dropped here, she has a mental problem. So if she leaves her, she can't be alone anytime. She has to be by her side. She can't be lost around. They will know where she is. All they ask for is the peace, so that they will go back home.
What would she tell to the people that are dropping the bombs?
So she's saying that those who are dropping bomb around, what she can tell them is just to fight with soldiers in the field of war. The spirit to drop bomb here is not good, because they are refugees. They are coming from somewhere where there were peace, so they come here to find for another peace, but they still drop for them those bombs even here. So they ask just to fight with soldiers, not to fight with them, because they are innocent. Yes.
Merci beaucoup. Merci. What is her name? Francine. I've come from really far away. I am from Argentina. It's a country that is very far away from here, and I still cannot understand completely what is going on here. It doesn't enter my mind what the people are doing to you and to all the people that are living here. This shouldn't happen, and I understand that you were here the day that they dropped the bomb. So what I wanted to ask is, what do you remember from that day, which must have been probably one of the most painful ones in your life?
There were many people who died, and some part of the body was everywhere.
Which of this is her house? This one over here. So the bomb was less than 10 meters away from her house that day.
When the bomb was dropped, she was pregnant. She was staying outside. When it came, even her, he fell down because of those troubles.
So she lost her baby?
Fortunately, the baby were alive.
Okay. Okay, is this baby?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I am very glad that the baby was okay. Yes. Did she have somebody from her family that was killed with the bomb? Yes. I am so sorry for your loss. Okay, vamos, mi amor. Mucha fuerza. ¿Sí? I'm very sorry for what happened, okay?
Now every day when she wakes up, is she afraid?
She is always afraid.
She's always afraid. How many children does she have? 4 children. And I hope the war will end soon. ¿Te fuerza, sí?
Kwa nguvu.
Gracias. One of the things that we were talking recently, when we were talking with the mom and we were showing the place where they dropped the bomb. You were here that day?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, that is my house.
This is your house,
yeah,
like
here,
it's 15 meters away from where they dropped the bomb.
Well, the people,
Uh-huh.
they were about 50
people that died.
Yeah. And right now,
Yeah.
we have got some people who are in the dispensary, in the hospital there.
They're still in the hospital recovering.
Yeah, still being there.
Do you have somebody?
But they are getting what they call
they're healing.
Yeah, healing.
Okay, that is good.
So I hope that in the future time they can get the healing. Yeah.
Yesterday when we went to another of the displacement camps, I understood that there is so many children that are living in these conditions, in these really harsh conditions.
And what I can tell you again, so we are asking something. We don't know if our children are going to study again this year, because to get a place where our children can study, it is so tough. That is our problem. What we have got again, we don't know if this year our children are going to study. That is a big problem. As you are a journalist, it can be good maybe to tell to our president to look for the place where our children can get the education. It can be good.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay,
thank you so much, my man.
Your name?
Tommy. I'm Tommy.
Yeah. My name is Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your African name, Patrick?
My African name?
Yeah.
Kilala. Yeah.
Okay, Kilala.
Okay.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, my man.
And so am I. So I wish you a good journey now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Eddie, you are the owner of this business?
Yes.
How long have you had this business?
It will be 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Is it family owned? Was it from your father or?
No, my business.
You started it on your own 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
Can we go inside the shop? You show me around?
Okay, welcome.
Death is a part of life,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So how much is one of these caskets worth?
This is, for this kind of thing, we sell it for $100.
$100. Okay.
Yes.
This is made out of which material?
No, this is plastic.
Plastic and
the wood.
For example, here I see that we have, this would be for a child. Basically.
Yeah, this is for a child.
How much would one for one child be?
$20 maybe, and sometimes $50.
Is it something that families here usually can afford, or is it like hard for them to buy one of these?
Well, some family have difficult to buy. Other family can buy easily.
How has the business changed in these last 10 years? Do you have more clients? Do you have less clients?
Well, in this time we have more clients, but cheap. What can I explain you?
You have less price. You lower the price.
Less price. We are obligated to do at less price because many of the people come here. Those who come from the interior.
From far away, from
far away,
camps, or like from out of city.
Yes, many of them. We have difficult to take wood.
You don't have more wood to make the coffins.
Yeah, it's a very, very difficult for us for now. All the roads are occupied by the inventory. That's why to bring wood here it's very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, the price.
So the price is very high.
Very, very high.
And there is very, very few amount of wood, I guess.
Yes.
It's a shame that is happening, because also this is, I guess, complicated. Even for people now, it's more hard to buy one of these coffins. Do you have like different styles?
Yeah, we have different styles.
Could you show us,
tell us
a little bit?
This we sell it at $50.
$50 this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this for the person who don't have many.
It's made out of, it has like a cloth.
Yeah, a cloth, yes.
With just some strips of wood.
Some strips of
wood. This one?
This one also it's for 100. This one it's like this.
This is also made out of
it's the same.
Cheaper. Is this your second store?
Yeah, and this second store we have this for $19. Many for baby, I think it's here. Here we have for $20 also. Yeah, for baby.
Which is the one that is the most sold? Is it the one for babies? Is it the one for children? Is it the one for big or for?
It's for
grown-ups?
big.
For grown-ups.
Yeah, for grown-ups person. Yeah.
One that is most sold. Yeah. When did you acquire your second shop? You started with just one, and then you bought the other one. Which was the first?
With the one there.
The one we went there.
Yes.
And when did you start this one?
With this, 5 years later.
So 5 years ago, more or less?
Yeah, more or less, yes.
Do you think about your job when you are off your job?
Yes, most of the time.
Do you get sad about the situation? Or about dealing with death? Or
yeah, the situation makes us sad. Most of the time, we give freely the coffin. For those who don't have money, we are obligated to give.
So if somebody comes here, they don't have money, you will give them a coffin?
Yeah, sometime.
So people can't even afford that, basically. Is there something that you would like to say? This video is seen for many people around the world.
For now, we are looking for peace. The only message for every person in this corner of Congo, we are looking just for peace. Only that. Yeah, if you have peace, we think everything could be better.
I hope the war ends soon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
for
showing us around.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
Okay.
While we are here, you're a journalist, you live here in Congo, and right at our back they're preparing coffins for people that die, and many of these people are victims of the war in general. What do you think about this situation? Do you think it has become something from day-to-day life?
Many years ago, only is the war. The war in this part of DRC Congo, and today it is not a problem who is new in our country, in our town. Today, to say that the war is the new thing, it is not true, because when I birth is only the war. Today the war is not a
not so
new
much.
thing. Not so much. It's not so much. We don't know when it will finish. Today we are in the war, perhaps tomorrow and other days, because the war is become a situation who is the nature of here.
So you are now accustomed to it, you understand?
Today is not a matter. It is only we want that the situation, if it can change one day for the people. And
do you think that will happen?
To think yes, it will happen. But today
what would be necessary for that to happen?
The necessary for that to happen, to finish the war. I don't believe if it is something who will make this situation change today, because it is so political, and we don't understand when it will finish. Sometimes the M33 asked dialogue, government refuse. But today the situation it becomes so worse. We don't understand when it will finish, but we think that one day after perhaps 3 years or 10 years, it will finish.
While we are here standing on the background, they are still making coffins for people that die. We also have one of the most important TV stations here. 1 month ago, there was a bomb that killed 50 people. 2 weeks ago, there were 8 children that died because there was no food. Do you think death is something from day to day here in Congo?
Yes, it is not a new situation. Today in Congo, you will live here. When you go on the road, you die. In this part of DRC, to see someone die, it is not new. It is not new. You will die of ills, perhaps in the war, civils. Today, to say that to die in this part of Congo is the situation which is new.
As you say this, there was just a girl that was passing by here in the background. There's a lot of children here in the city. There's a lot of children in the displacement camps. How do you think the future of those children is going to be in general?
It's so dark for children. First times the traumatis, and we don't know what can be tomorrow, because the war is not finished. It's not finished, and we'll be here still. That kind of children will be, and the situation will be, and the war, and one day DRC Congo will be the future of DRC Congo only for Eastern is in Dakar, because we don't know tomorrow, guys, the children who come from that situation, tomorrow it will be easy for them to kill others, because only they come from there.
Is there something you want to tell the rest of the world? You can look at the camera and talk to the world about the situation here.
I will say the same message I say every day. They can make everything for finishing this situation. We are so tired, and
our children. We don't want our children come to in that situation. We want a new situation. We want a people who has a better life and a people who will never live in this situation. Who is the world here today? We are here. Tomorrow you live here for another situation, and there your life what can be worse and worse, and the situation. The people cannot live like there. They must do best of them for making of this situation.
Thank you so much. You're a reporter, a journalist?
Diaksho Mohamed.
Diaksho Mohamed?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm Tomi. It's been a pleasure talking with you. And this is a perspective from a journalist that is currently living here and has a very interesting insight of what is going on and a feel of the streets that is different to the rest of the population. So it's been a pleasure talking with you, and thank you so much. Ngoy is your name?
Yes.
I am Tomi. It's a pleasure, Ngoy, to get to know you. Sadly, we are here with of the jobs that many people are doing here in Congo, which has to do with death, preparing the coffins for dead people or preparing the crosses for cemeteries.
Exactly.
What do you think about the situation of the war, and how do you feel about it?
Our situation is very bad because people are suffering from the time beings. The economy is very down, and for that reason, a lot of people are slamming against the government. They're not get their decision correctly. They have made, they put a politic of tribe people. They're separating people from different countries. So it caused a lot of problems in this town. We don't like people from abroad to collaborate with Congolese, and that's the problem of this government.
Do you feel sad, for example, when you walk around these places, these areas, when you see the coffins being made, the crosses being prepared each day, day after day after day?
Exactly, I feel sad because the way we're living just was not like this before. We were living in a good life before for our time beings. All people are starving, so even I, from teaching English, I'm suffering too much. This is why I don't feel well in my heart when I see how people are living on the same things. Soldiers everywhere, they are killing people in the night. There is no peace. Last time they killed people, about 7 people. Soldiers are looting money for people in their houses in the night. So there is no peace. Even people, when they're walking with their cars on the roads, so they're robbing them, their keys for it. Things are not going well for the time beings. Everything are down. But we need a peace. We need the government to collaborate with other countries from Africa so that we can live in peace. Because there is no peace without collaborations. That's what I can say.
What do you think is necessary for this to happen?
Negotiation. We can just talk. We can talk negotiation. If you read the story of the war, from the beginning of the war up to now, no war was finished with the guns. Only the war is finished by negotiating. Okay, to cease fire and to sit on the table and discuss that can face this problem. But guns
do you think it would be possible, for example, to have a reunion between the chief of M23 and the chief of the Wahalendu, for example, between each other and the government also, for example? Do you think that is something possible?
For us, we think that's impossible, but the problem is that the people who are in west of Congo, they are hypocrites. But we need, us is in east of Congo, we need the negotiation. Because we are on the ground, we are on the place, we know what is passing here. People are not sleeping. Even my young brother was a soldier. He died in this war.
He died in the war.
You understand? He died in this war. So for us, we think that can be possible. But those who are leading the country, they don't like it. Last time I heard a speech from the Kinshasa capital city, somebody says that he can call white people to come to invest their money in the capital city because the war is 3,000 kilometers from Congo. It means he doesn't care about what is passing here. But us here, we need the war to stop so that you can continue our job.
I am so sorry for what happened with your brother.
Thank you very much.
Give you the hand.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry for that.
Yes,
okay?
Thank you very much.
When that moment, which was probably one of the saddest ones you've had in your life, happened, did you have the money to, for example, to do the service, to buy a coffin?
At that time, the government, they bury my young brother. He was a soldier. It was the government spent the money for the burial of the young brother, but they didn't receive anything from the government as money to pay my young brother. Even up to now, his salary is coming, his wage is coming. I don't know where it's passing. Somebody took it. I don't know him. That's the problem with the administration of Congo. When you lost your brother in the government, so nobody can just follow the situation was going. Up to now, I don't know what's happened about him, but he died without getting ammunition from the government.
I'm so sorry for that situation.
Yeah, thank you.
And is there something else that you would like to add, that you would tell the world from the situation here?
Yeah, I want to tell the world that here in Goma, people are suffering too much. People are fighting, are died day and night. We need the United Nations to help us. We need the international community to help us, facilitate the negotiations so that the country can be stable. And to avoid tribe politics, we need to stay together with our brothers from Rwanda, from Kenya, from Nairobi. We need the people coming together as a brother in Africa. So we need peace in Congo. We need the international community to facilitate us to get peace in this place. Because without that, we don't hope for any peace. People are suffering here, dying, the economy is very down. Everyone is unhappy here because nothing is going well for the time being. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Eso, amigo. Vamos. Qué grande. Vamos.
Thank you for watching this video.